That rat
Hello, all of
Terry.
you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, currently as Razor the Fire Dog. And we are doing Scardev today. In the upper right there, in the upper left, we've got Placid Plastic Duck Simulator because it's just fun to have that going and idly watching it while we're doing this. And then in the bottom left, we've got Raijin here doing art. And Raijin is cute and precious and lovable and smoochable and yes.
Hello, I am Yes.
So, Tal,
Yes.
where should we put the details about basic type and the whole, slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing thing?
Probably in the typing rules. Chapter 7. That is the only reasonable spot for me, in my opinion.
Okay. I think I'm going to put a little go check it out here in the character creation rules.
Yes.
But yeah, that sounds right to me.
For the main rules, at least, it should be in that section.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Seda left a suggestion at in the character creation section. Why is there an extra space there? Why are there two extra spaces there? Okay,
Sometimes it be like that.
Could you maybe go work on that for me, Tal? Seda says a screen cap below the section about the move with basic typing and power of 4, having a finished move block under it. I think that would be useful. So if you could get like a nice little screen cap of that move for me.
Yep. I could get that really, really easily.
Really.
Really easily. I pull open. Discard character sheet. Digital. Let's do it on here. Or you're gonna have to put in like a little blurb thing about how, like, assuming you start with like, 2 body and a point in brawl, yada yada yada. That's otherwise makes no damn sense.
That's fair. I'll let you. I'll let you handle that.
Yeah.
Also,
Well, because the thing is that, like, without it, like, the accuracy box and the power box doesn't make any sense. Just for your use, I went ahead and threw that over to you as well.
Yeah, it looks good. One thing that I really enjoy about Google Docs is just when we get these kinds of situations here where we're both working on the same page, it's just kind of fun to me to watch, you know, both of us working at the same time. Hi, Lightning. Also, hello there, Spooky.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, my good weasel.
Wee! Weasel.
Cute.
Somebody is typing and it's coming through the mic.
Nope, sorry. Can you hear my typing now?
No.
No.
Just for consistency's sake, I've been doing it the number after the stat.
All right.
What is this for?
This was for the section that I wrote. Zim has like things that he do when he writes stuff, and he wants it to be consistent throughout.
Understandable. That's pretty much how I when I write my code. Or at least I try.
My only issue now is that this is split over 2 pages.
Yeah, well, don't worry. There are certain things that we can do. Like...
Well, no, go ahead and leave it for now. We can come back to it, if I feel it's necessary. Secretary Rat Talkie when?
Huh?
Apparently, Geeman wants you to have a Secretary Rat Talkie icon. It would definitely have to be a full body one. Because he's the a little itty bitty rat on the table with a mini typewriter.
Oh gosh. And glasses. Can't forget the glasses.
Oh, of course
Integral.
not.
And it is integral to the design.
Yeah, we'll leave it be for now. If nothing else, I don't mind it stretching over 2 pages. I just kind of want the second page to be a little bit more filled in. But at the same time, that does mean that I can fill out this section about the typing a little bit more. I was trying to keep
it's not
it
a bad thing.
concise,
It was
but...
yeah.
Not a bad idea.
And worst comes to worst, I can just have some fancy art on the second page.
Yep.
True.
All right, time to go ahead and undo the change to the character sheet, so that way that's not just sitting there.
Okay. I'm like, what? Why are you undoing what you just did?
Hey there, Warnie.
Hey, Warnie.
Oh,
I was just doing it to the character sheet thing.
Well, hello, Ernie.
Oh, hi, Warnie.
Oh, wow. How is it growling?
All right. So, I think that is done. Did you have anything in particular that you wanted to also do with that?
With what? Oh, the box
just the,
thing?
Yeah.
No, that was just a suggestion from Seda that... Yeah, makes sense.
It does. I just wanted to know if you wanted to do anything else with that.
Oh, Darius, you know how I was supposed to update my character sheet for Starlight?
Did you forget again?
Yeah, I never did it, and I need help.
Okay. Did you
Whenever
at
you
least-
have time to, because I
just make sure you at least grab the 1.4 version, make a copy of it, so that way at least you have that
okay.
before you go forgetting again about that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have the what's the version I have again? Let me check.
Like 1.2 probably.
Yeah, I think I have 1.2.
Oh, jeez. That is all.
Yeah, I kept forgetting about upgrading, so I have just stuff that's missing from my character sheet that should be there.
Yeah, he doesn't have updated skills or anything.
Whoops. We're at 1.4 now, aren't we?
Yeah, and we're gonna be moving to 1.4.1 when I have enough things to change to warrant an update.
Fair.
It'll be something like, you know, like a wounded tracker, so that way, like, you know, your max HP automatically calculates
Mm-hmm.
based on the wounded stacks you have now. That's actually becoming a thing that we do. But yeah, just grab that for now. I'll help you. Just send me both sheets and I'll help you migrate. I won't do it for you, but I'll help you.
Yeah, I'll expect you to do it for me, but I would like a little bit of help because I might need a little bit of direction.
Yep. Don't worry. I am very familiar with the character sheet. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
On my own character sheet in Benja 1.4, I made a little formula to sum up the EXP stuff, so I don't have to count it up myself.
Yeah. That is something that I messed around with putting on the thing. It acted weird sometimes and was a little bit buggy, but I think I could probably put that back in.
Fair. Maybe you'd like to see the one I did. I don't think it's perfect, but it'd be a good start.
No, I mean the thing is literally just sum of, like, you know, the one column
Fair.
of the XP purchases plus the sum of the other column. It was just being really buggy for no reason when I was originally doing it. I think Google Sheets was just throwing a complete fit, to be honest.
Okay.
Fair.
So I put in here, first off, you need to pick or design your species. While this has no mechanical benefit, it is still important. With this, you also choose up to 2 types for your character. These will determine your strengths, weaknesses, and starting affinities. You also need to choose how the bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage types interact with your character. There is more information about this in Chapter 7, Primeval Powers.
Alright, that's good.
when the book's actually complete, we'll go in and put page numbers in for this stuff, but
Yeah, but that's been the plan the entire time.
yeah. I know people keep asking us for that all the way through this freaking process, but it's like, guys, the page numbers are changing every week. Okay, maybe not every week, but you know.
Yeah, it changes fairly frequently.
Yeah.
All right. So one thing that we really need to do is clean up our to-do list.
That is true. Let me finish writing up the basic stuff. And then we'll get down to that.
Yeah.
Dook dook doo doo dook.
Duk, 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 duk.
Dook dook doo doo dook doo doo dook doo doo dook doo 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 dook dook doo dook dook.
If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm actually watching the stream of the previous episode of the Wild Traditions, so I can take notes for the
Nice.
recap.
Make sure you take note of everything Nova does. It's very important and varied.
Ah.
Pet pet the weasel.
Excuse me.
What are you drawing right now, Ryan?
You know, I actually was about to ask the same question.
Let's like
It's just a warm-up exercise. It's an organic shape. Basically, I just draw a meaningless organic shape, and then I try and make it 3D. And I'm adding a little bit of texture to it.
Fair. It looks kind of
Okay.
like It looks kind of. It either looks like a wide meat patty or a
poly
what you call
pillow,
it,
body pillow.
yeah.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I saw it.
I also thought it looked like a sleeping bag.
On the new character sheet, what does send mean?
Oh, that's ranged.
Yeah.
Okay.
The new
It got,
camera.
it got renamed because something else was also called range.
It got renamed because, you know, we didn't want confusion over between, you know, the skill ranged and the actual, you know, you're targeting something far away kind of ranged.
Between the skill and the terminology.
Yeah.
Yep. I kind of wanted it to be like distance or something, but we didn't really have a good name.
We
think
spent
that's fine.
we spent like 2 or 3 hours trying to figure out the name for that skill.
I think
It's-
sounds fine.
Yeah. We also ran into the same. We also changed melee to clash for the same reason. But at least that one was easier to come up with the name for, as opposed to, you know, ranged.
It makes sense.
Okay, Raijin, whatever you're drawing is scaring me now.
Wait, why?
Amazing.
Is this a squished out Dragon Quest slime?
Oh, hey there, Avocado.
I think Ido likes it.
I think Ido likes it too.
Avocado likes it.
Paquette says that is a rock monster.
Well, I know the next enemy to send the Wild Traditions crew against.
oh.
I can imagine you're also having rock monsters.
God, what is that? Is it just a... It's a living carpet or something? I don't think it's called a carpet mimic. It's like a living carpet or something. But Ren encountering that would be so funny.
Why?
I mean, to be fair, mimics can just take any shape. So a carpet mimic is completely in the realm of possibilities. They just usually take the.
I don't think it's called a carpet mimic in Dungeons and Dragons.
So there's a specific monster that's a rock monster. Fair enough. It gets funnier the more I stare at it. I love the tongue.
Look deep into its soulless eyes, Raharu.
Ah.
Oh no, one of the ducks escaped!
Ah. Oh my god, it's falling into the void.
Oh
I'm thinking of a rug of smothering, by the way.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
That makes complete sense.
Oh, yeah. Avocado said it in chat.
So yeah, that's a rug of smothering. Well, one that's lemming at the moment.
It's deleted. It's gone now.
No.
But how am I going to send the players against
Were you
it if
emotionally
you
invested in
delete
that
it?
rug of fluttering?
No, I wasn't, but I liked it.
Hashtag delete your art.
Also, Master, do tell me that it when you want me to take notes of something because you and Tal have been silent for a while.
I will. Right now I'm just typing up the basic triangle thing.
Noted.
Alright, so I wrote here the basic triangle. The basic type is unique among the rest of the types in that when dealing damage with a basic type attack, it is actually split into 3 different types of damage. These are bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Whenever you make a move with the basic type, you will also choose one of those types. These damage types are also used with weapons and other forms of attacks that do not have an innate elemental affinity to them. When creating a character, you will choose one of these types to be weak against, one to be resistant against, and then the third you will be neutral to. This choice is entirely up to you, but it cannot be changed after it is decided outside of a growth stage. So you may be weak against slashing damage, thus slashing attacks will have lower difficulty on power rolls against you. You can then choose to be resistant to bludgeoning attacks, meaning that that damage type will have increased difficulty against you, which would then leave you with a neutral interaction against piercing attacks. Sound good?
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I mean, I have no complaints.
Let me just get these colored. Armor does not care what type of damage is coming in, Toshime. Armor kind of inherits your own strengths and weaknesses.
Yep. There will be traits like in the future that like on the thing that could make it so that way it's good at defending against one type in particular or something. But by base, it's just treated as you.
I was about to say, yeah, that those are like good things for feats.
Yeah.
Or traits.
Well, yeah, it's not a feat thing; it's a trait thing. But yeah.
Congrats on the 345 stream streak there, Spooky.
Let's go,
Congratulations.
Spooky!
Congratulates.
So 20 days from now, there's going to be a race between Spooky and Geeman to post it first.
Indeed.
Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it?
I guess we shall see.
I suppose I really should do something for those that reach that threshold, because that is quite the commitment.
It is. It really is.
But what to give them? Ow!
How dare you, Ernie? Oh!
I have to do all the things to be mean to Zim since I have the ability to do that.
By the way, did you send those to me, Werning? The sheets.
I'll send you a screenshot of my sheet real quick if you want.
Well, okay, here, just in the top right, click share, and change it from restricted to anyone with the link, and then change it to viewer.
Okay.
And then just send me the link, and then I can just look at your sheet. Do that to both versions, so that way I can make sure that you're not losing anything in translation, or I can help you actually move it over
Hey, Kenku.
if the rules have been changed.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to look at it, because I think there's stuff that's been... I don't know. I think my sheet is... I am lacking stuff
Dude.
I probably should have on my sheet.
You almost certainly are.
At least you only have to deal with one character. Unlike Tal and I that have to deal with so many characters being updated every time we update stuff.
Yeah, for me right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters, I believe.
Jeez.
Not to mention,
Yeah.
like, my NPCs that I update. This is literally just me being a player.
Alright, I sent
Yeah.
you both.
I also have 5 that I keep track of. Technically.
The NPCs are the harder one. Ah, the 1.2 sheet.
Okay. So now we'll go ahead and move to that to-do list. And this is where notes are going to be important. Okay, Raru?
Yes,
Alright.
I'm ready.
So, the to-do list,
No,
item...
that's me.
The to-do list is... Alright, item kits, that's still definitely something on the list, but it's not a priority, it's just something that will be done eventually.
Yeah, like, codified item list, not exactly, though.
Guide for the character sheet...
I'm still willing to do that. It's just also stuff on there, like, we change it a lot.
Yeah...
Generous bestowal.
Oh, Kenku.
Kenku tipped $10. Chael Sanshru says, make sure you are eating one good meal a day.
Thank you for that tip, Kenku.
Thank you, Kenku.
Thank you, Kenku.
I think it would... I think after the 1.4.1 update is when we'll deal with that.
Okay.
Lighting...
So-
that is still on the list. It's still one of those that's one of those lower priority things. No, Pakesh. I've already eaten today.
I'm just gonna put, like, this in, like, parentheses after, like, low prio, after 1.4.1 low prio.
That sounds good.
Because part of the reason that we have this to-do list is so that way, like, people can see what we are planning on working on as a part of, like, you know, all that. So if we list things as low, high, things like that, that probably make people happier. provided they actually remember to look at this and we actually habitually clean it up.
Beginner-friendly suggestions for traits. Well, traits are no longer, well, at least not what I was referring to for this. Beginner-friendly suggestions for feats. I mean, I think we've got some feats that we could suggest for beginners.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some beginner feats, or at least recommendations that we can make, like probably, like, if you already know what your main attribute is going to be, like the basic healthy for that attribute, at least one of your special type feats.
Yeah.
What's some other ones that are just generally good, without requiring prereqs?
I'd say we could get a list of like 5 of these. Reliable initiative, really good.
Yep, it is definitely a good one. It does require a point in initiative, so we'll have to note that for them
Yeah.
on the easy recommend list.
Second option is probably a good one for them to get. Especially for starting out.
Yeah. Low light vision is generally useful, but that requires we actually have lighting, so let's not recommend that right now. It's just,
No, we should plan for that. Like, we should still plan for that. Because even though it's, even though lighting rules aren't really in here yet, it's still something that is useful.
Alright. In that case, probably just for things that are generally good, low light vision as a recommendation for start. Because it's useful and it leads into dark vision, which is like crack for people. Reliable skill is probably a good one if they have like, for whatever skill they use for their specialty or whatever.
Okay, so far we've got reliable initiative. Second option, healthy attribute is what we'll sum those up as.
Yep, a healthy attribute.
Low light vision and one of their affinity traits, or one of their affinity feats.
Yep. And probably reliable skill.
Yes. So note those down for me, Raharu.
I did.
Alright,
Cool. So we'll go ahead and just delete that. It's not on the dock yet, but before I do the update, I'll be going through Raharu's notes and getting all that put in.
Yep.
Mhm.
We already did this one, we just didn't cross it off the to-do list.
Part of why, because like I've looked at it a few times and I feel like we're missing some stuff, but I think it is good enough.
Well, we
to
have
go.
the list. If we figure out things we're missing, we could just do a normal update. It's not a to-do as in we have things we have planned. If we had things we planned to put on there, we'd just probably put it on there.
Yeah. Melded attacks. I'll just put this in here. Are currently being play tested.
Yep.
So we'll leave
Hey,
this
for-
here for now. What's up?
For the last 3 feats that you guys mentioned, it was reliable skills, healthy attribute, and then there was another one that I think I didn't note down.
So the list was reliable initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Second option.
Yeah, low light vision, reliable skill, healthy attribute. And I think
Healthy
it was-
attribute. And one of your affinity. Because
Okay.
obviously they're gonna have like all their custom affinity stuff, so we'll just say like we recommend that you consider an affinity feat.
Okay, noted down.
Alright.
Funnily enough, with that list,
That's like 90% of the feats.
that's like 90% of the feats that I have like selected with most of my characters. The only exception is I think legitimately like the alternate vein has none of those.
Fair.
He is literally none of them. I checked.
I actually got reliable skill for Kodara in his crafting. Oh, actually,
yeah, for the cooking. Yes.
yes.
Alright. Reaching 0 HP will give you the wounded status effect. Yep, got that.
Here's attack of opportunity again. We do this occasionally.
Except this one was specifically maneuvers. Did we actually go through that?
Kind of, because moving is like a maneuver and things like that.
Okay, let's go ahead and go through these maneuvers so far and determine if any other ones might trigger an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so just as a reminder, the current temporary table is using assist, the movement maneuver, ranged move, ranged weapons, and using an item.
Yeah, but assist is not a maneuver anymore, so...
Well, yeah. I'm just saying that's our list currently.
Aim. No, I don't think aim should trigger an AOO.
I do not think so either.
Definitely not braze.
Charge is a movement and does provoke attack of opportunity already in the listed thing. So we can add that able if we want like charge movement.
This isn't notes aren't required for this, Rahar. I'm just gonna update this as we go.
Yep.
That's good.
Cleanse, no, because that is dear God, if we make cleanse provoke AOO, people like we would rightfully be like lynch mobbed.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get rid of a condition? Attack of opportunity. God, okay. Combos. I think the difficulty is that combos are so varied in what they could be. Do we want to say by default? No, but depending on the contents of your combo and how it's described, it may be, but the storyteller will warn you ahead of time if it would.
Yeah, I think that's
it can't
what
be
we'll
rug
do.
pulled. It can't be rug pulled. It by default just like combining two attacks. No, but like, you know, if you're doing some shit, you might just be eating an attack of opportunity with a specific note that it must be warned ahead of time, because otherwise, most feel bad thing ever. You come up with this cool combo, you do it with another character, and then afterwards you get told, by the way, that provokes AOO.
Oh, it's just like it's just kind of how what happened to me on the last session of the What If with of the Lost in Chaos What If, where I was trying to put in a status ailment on an opponent, and I burned like a willpower and all of my soul saves to try and actually get the thing to proc, and then I was told that the guy had insulate.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what triggered me putting in, okay, yeah, these are gonna need to be noted ahead of time.
Yeah. And then I'm imagining, because I know that they aren't if you have stealthy, but then like someone could roll like an appraise on you or something and discover it.
That will be fair.
Yep.
Alright, so I put in that note for combo. Let's see. Next up, dodge, no. Grapple. I would say yes from those that you're not grappling.
Yeah, that is very fair. The people who are not targeted by your grapple. And I will say, like, looking through the rest of them are all going to be either already included or no's.
I just want to go through real quick.
Yep.
Movement already there,
Movement.
yeah. Multi-attack, no. Parried, no. Second wind, no. Strike, no. Ooh. I'm looking
Sunder
at
already
Sunder.
has Sunder already has negatives at difficulty for actually targeting the thing, and is also compared against the owner's evasion score. If we also have it be an AOO, when are you ever going to use this?
That's fair. That's fair. And it is standard attack anyways, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so that takes care of that. Rules for damaging items / objects. That was something that I asked you to come up with health and whatnot for.
Yeah, so that we might just be going. It's a little bit hard because on one hand, materials are a very good like thing to go off for that, but the problem is that if we're not setting specific, it's really hard to determine what materials would be in the setting. So I've been thinking about doing something where like things would have a durability rank, but then that also introduces a lot of stuff. Basically, it's just a complete mess right now, and I am considering lots of things. Because the durability of something in like space, like in a sci-fi setting, and the durability in a medieval fantasy is going to be probably different,
Yeah.
just conceptually.
Well, we are... So as far as that goes, I've already kind of covered this, but we are going to be operating off of the idea that these rules apply provided the item is the same tech level. So, you know, if you're in a sci-fi setting, it'll be the same rules as if you were in a fantasy setting, you know, using fantasy weapons.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going the KISS method on that. The only difference is if you are using, you know, medieval sword against modern building, it'll have a change of difficulty then.
That's why I was considering the whole like tier thing for materials, because I think it's easier to go off of like materials and stuff generally and give it like a tier, like for like a durability tier. Like let's say you have a durability tier 2 in a sci-fi setting, that's going to be different than a durability tier 2 in a medieval setting. But within their own respective universes, it'd be like a tier 2 material.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of doing. It was just also very complicated, and so I've been like playing around with it, but I haven't actually like fully figured anything out.
Finalized condition update with additional descriptions and clarifications.
Because our current thing is still in the in our very shitty quick descriptions we did.
Yeah, that is still going to be medium priority. Weather update. Maintaining Casa quick action.
I still like the maintenance cost for actions on, like, scene effects, but also, I'm very fine just still leaving that off to the side for now,
Low
as
prio.
as like eventually.
Yeah. Mass combat rules, low prio. Maneuvers for charge, disarm, sunder. We did not do disarm.
We did not do disarm. That is true. Although I think that's because we wanted it to be more narrative. Was that it?
I don't think so. I don't think we actually
No? Okay.
discussed it.
Alright.
Next one, though, maneuver for preparing for offensive actions for next turn. We did aim for that, so
Yeah.
that can be removed. Well, let's go ahead and consider a disarm maneuver real quick. This I will want you to take notes on, Raharu.
Ah.
I feel like it's more grapple adjacent than anything.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's not actually like a grapple, but I mean, like, in terms of the flavor and mechanic.
How it'll work, yeah. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
I think it's grapple adjacent. Which
What's the current topic we're on?
a
disarm maneuver.
Disarm.
Yeah. Okay. So, it feels very grapply to me in terms of the mechanic. The thing though that I do want to keep in mind is that there are many different ways in which you could disarm someone, and I can see a lot of skills working with it.
ADHD moment. Notice what Geeman put in the chat. Quote for what's going to be added to the SCAR system next. I decided to get a tape measure so everyone knows how big my banana is. Apparently we're heading a tape measure to the SCAR system next.
Wait, what?
Excellent.
Amazing.
We'll have one item for like the next year and it'll just be tape measure.
All right. So the one thing that I am considering is that there could be a lot of different ways in which you are trying to disarm someone. Like, it could just be like an athletics, like you are trying to roughly grab and tear away whatever like item you're trying to disarm. There could very easily be a more like acrobatics, like technical thing that you're trying to do, where like you're twisting and applying pressure in a specific way. You could be in like weapon to weapon combat or things of that nature, and like you do like one of the very many disarming techniques that exist in martial arts and all that.
So I am thinking the way we're gonna do this is basically the same as the grapple maneuver, except it will be opposed brawl or clash checks, as opposed to acrobatics or athletics.
All right.
Sound good?
Opposed clash and brawl check? Or blood check, rather?
Yeah, that's what we're considering. I'd say yeah, I'm fine with that being our baseline. Again, like always with our system, like if people really want to change it, they can like go, hey, can I use this skill instead to the storyteller? Storyteller can go, I like that, sure.
Yeah.
So like
the other thing to decide and note on this would be how far away the weapon goes. I'm thinking maybe for every 2 successes over the defender's roll that the attacker gets, it'll be moved 5 feet away.
All right. That would be on average. In order to get 2 more successes, you need to have about 4.5 more dice on average. So, base of 5 feet for a successful disarm, or would a successful disarm just drop it at their feet?
Drop it at their feet.
All right. So, by default, drops it at their feet, and then for every 2 successes, you can send it another 5 feet in whatever direction.
Correct. Does that sound good, or should we go with or should we just do 1 success?
1 success is too little, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, the other question we have to have with this, how will this interact with attack of opportunity? Same way grapple?
Yeah.
Same way as grapple, alright.
Well, actually, yeah, that'll work. Picking one thing to note, picking up the weapon even if it's at your feet, I think that should trigger an attack of opportunity.
I think it would
'Cause-
count as using an item or interacting with an item.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, drawing a weapon will not provoke an attack of opportunity, but you're having to actually, dip down
You
to
are-
actually pick it up. So
You-
that
you
would
are-
trigger.
Yeah. You are straight up doing something that is not just like, oh, hey, I have this at a ready location for me to access, and then I access it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, got all that noted, Raharu?
Yes.
Cool. In that case, we can cross that off.
Yep.
Quick actions do not count as attack actions. May strike. Quick action attack, then multi-attack needs testing.
So definitely still strong. But also, this is effectively doing a full turn attack, like, thing where you are attacking and only attacking.
Yeah,
So-
and, quick action attacks are weaker anyways.
Yeah, they have half your power cap as compared to a standard. So I think we definitely it's definitely something that we needed to keep an eye on, but I think it's worked out really well.
I'll just put in still monitoring,
Yeah, okay.
but seems fine. Telekinesis rules. I forgot that I put this in here. I'm thinking that might be a good thing for one of the primeval features.
Yeah, I was about to say that seems like a feature.
Tactical conditions prone, we already did that.
Yep.
More positive conditions.
We put in a couple of those since then. We put in the cover condition, which is like, that. We put in amped. So we've put in at least 2 positive conditions.
Also insulated.
Insulated. I didn't remember if that was before or after we put that to do there.
I still feel like we could have more, but I'm just gonna put in considering more, but complete for now.
And I would say visiting. There you go. That way they know when we're actually going to look at it again. Because that's obviously when we're going to revisit it.
Yeah.
is when
Clarify soul versus soul save. I have no idea what that was meaning.
honestly, I think it was like a while ago when people were struggling with soul save still, and then we're confusing it with
Ah,
things.
right. So, done.
Yeah, done.
Armor experience potential. I don't think we actually have that yet.
We do not, because we still don't have a good list of traits currently ready for it, so it's hard to figure out the potential that we want to use if we also don't have a lot of the traits because we focused on weapon traits first. So we need better armor traits.
Alright. Crit chance incurring exhaustion later. That was a question I put in here that we were going to discuss, and I don't think we ever did.
No, but I do know that that was before we decided that it no longer affected skills.
True.
So now it no longer affects skills. Now it is just literally just accuracy for move and weapon-related things. If you can figure out a way to finagle, like, you know, an explanation that makes it make sense for something else, then good on you. That's more of like a creative solutions reward, though.
Yeah.
So I think now, with it no longer affecting skills, finally, it does not need to incur exhaustion.
Discuss dot stacking again. We already did that last night. Item health,
Part 2,
that's...
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. There. We'll just combine those. Reposition move trait that allows the user to move as a part of the move still provokes AOO. I did add that, but...
It wasn't added to the... It was added to a description, I think. I don't know if it was actually added to the main table. I think it got added as a trait, but not to the table.
I think the reposition was kind of split into multiple different varieties.
Okay, so that was the initial thing, but then we never actually put one that lets you reposition yourself as a part of the a part of using the move. Like, I know we made a bunch of specialized ones where we have, like, pushback there, for example. But we...
No, we do. Page 83. Reposition traits additional rules.
Alright, so... that does say that the tactical move traits of the repositioning variety does not provoke attacks of opportunity as it's a forced movement. In our to-do list one, we did have one that was allows the user to move as a part of a move, still provokes AOO. We do not have that, actually. We still do not have one that allows the user to move as a part of using... Like, let's say... quick example, Pokemon Rollout. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I remember when we did discuss it, and we did agree that a 5 XP for 5 feet of movement, and you could only purchase up to, like, you know, your move speed in the trait. So that way you couldn't, like, you know... do a super Noom and just have better movement for no reason.
Nyum.
I know that was a part of our discussion. I don't know exactly how we decided to limit it. I just remember that was a part of the discussion. And the reason that I said it that it still provokes AOO is because otherwise you would just make a reposition move where you move yourself and it never provokes AOO, and now movement no longer provokes AOO so long as you invest a little bit of XP.
Okay, so first off, for reposition traits, additional rules. Pet the weasel.
Wait,
I
what?
don't think-
Oh, crap.
The weasel.
I think in this, I'm gonna update the little rules box to say that if you are the one triggering if you are being repositioned by your own move, you will provoke AOO. But your target being moved will not provoke it. Sound good?
Yep, but we will have to update pushback for that.
Okay. Well, give me a moment to update this.
So you're updating that yourself. Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't need notes on that. Well, actually,
Yeah.
considering
Well, go ahead
time,
and-
yeah, go ahead and make notes of it, and I'll update it later, actually.
Yeah. For that, go ahead and make a note, and then also put a note for there to be effectively. I don't know if we want to keep pushback as solely letting you, like, move away. Because there might be situations in which case you want to make an attack and then move closer. Like, let's say you're trying to, like, let's say you're a melee character and you wanna be advancing on the opponent, but like, you have like a ranged attack where it's like, the equivalent of like a javelin throw, and you want to like move forward after doing it.
So it provokes an attack opportunity if you are the one moving, but not if the opponent is moving.
Yes,
Okay.
that's going to be the distinction, and we're going to have to revisit some of these reposition traits. Then again, we technically speaking also never updated Trick, even though now we have
What's kind of funny, the character sheet I was considering making recently was basically going to be abusing precisely that which you just fixed with the movement. So
Well, I noted that as a problem like forever ago. We just never got around to discussing it. It's part of the reason that pushback was never actually made a thing. Like, it never had an actual cost or anything. It was never actually added in. Because I went, hey, wait, hold on one second. And then we went, okay, we'll revisit this later, and then we never did, like, for months.
I have been waiting for this to be revisited. Specifically.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I was curious what the extent of abuse a skirmisher could do with the scar system, but I'm sure there's still plenty of it to be done there. But...
Oh yeah, trust me. Like, look, I love my skirmishers. Skirmisher build's still very fun, still very effective.
E. I've been
Alright,
waiting for.
And
So-
thank you, Kenku.
Let's focus here because we're running out of time.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's taken care of then.
Yep.
Fury can only apply to quick action moves. We already went over that. Held action rule clarification, did that. Actually, technically did it twice and then had to remove
did
one
it
of
again.
those.
Yep.
Rolling for
rolling
healing
for-
section mistake.
I think that quickly got thrown in. Let me look at the healing section, because I think there was like... It was probably where you gave the wrong number, and I threw it in the to-do list as like, hey, there's like a really minor mistake. I think it was that one. I'm just gonna double check to make sure that that's fixed. Because remember when your example had the dot off, the amount off by 1?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that that was it. I'm gonna scan rolling for healing real quick though. 8 to 10. That is 3. Wait, nope, it never got fixed.
Again.
If you have Soul 5, Medicine 3, and the ability has Heal Power 3, then you would make a roll of, it says 8d10. It should be 9d10 because 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, round up to 3. 3
Which-
plus 3
okay.
plus 3.
What page?
This is the rolling for healing section. I have to change my view model in order to
There
see
it
the
is.
page.
Alright.
It's in this paragraph right here. It should be
Soul 5.
9 dots instead of, because Soul 5 goes to 3, so it's 3 plus 3 plus 3.
Ah, yes.
And then it says another.
I will make actually put this on the to-do list, or on the notes there, Raharu. Hotfix, fixed error in rolling for healing, 9d10, miscalculation. Just write that in, that should be good for me to remember.
Yeah, like
Hey,
fixed
Vari.
mistake in explanation, yeah.
Yeah, that's not necessary for, the whole highlighting thing, but it's still a fix. Alright, so that's been taken care of. Update multi-attack and defensive maneuvers to clarify natural dice pool. I think I did that?
We did.
Okay. So that's
Because remember now natural dice pool is like at the beginning and all that.
Alright. A maneuver for increasing initiative standing. I'm still liking the idea of allowing people to spend some of their initiative standing for an extra action of some sort. I still like that idea, and
Yeah.
thus a maneuver to go with it for them to just use some of their actions to increase their initiative.
Yeah. So I will say again, we should not let it be a standard action. It should be a bonus or a quick action. Because if we let it be a standard action, then that gets into also basically comboing off with amped stacks. So it needs to be limited to a quick action, but we can make it so that way they could do like additional quick actions or reactions or things like that. We just have to be careful and not let it overlay with amped stack game. Know what I mean?
Okay, sorry. ADHD moment. Got distracted by something. Repeat what you said, sorry.
Basically, it's fine to do the thing where we make it so that way they can get extra actions, so long as we make sure that it does not, they aren't able to do standard actions with it, because otherwise it's going to combo off with amped, and in order to make it not combo off, we're going to have to make like a bunch of like really specific rules that say it doesn't, it like has weird interactions with amped. So instead of that, I say we just limit it to like quick and reaction type stuff.
I'm okay with that. So, make notes of this, Raharu. Maneuver to increase initiative standing. What kind of action do we want that to cost, and how much do we want to increase initiative standing by? For Kiss' sake, I would say increase it by 10. But do we want that to be a quick action, or do we want it to be a standard action?
Well, the letter did just say to keep it as a quick action so it doesn't interact with
That's a different
Oh,
thing.
that was for a
Okay.
different thing.
Oh, sorry.
That was for the benefits of nuking your initiative to gain additional actions, which is something
Ah.
else wants. Okay, so we could make it modal, where how's this sort of a thing to like as a part of an idea? If you do a quick action, you just get the +10. But if you do like a standard action, what if instead you re-roll your initiative check?
Okay. Repeat that last bit.
What if for the standard action, like let's say you do it as a standard action for whatever this maneuver is and whatever we call it, you get to just straight up re-roll your initiative check. Like let's say you rolled like garbage and you want to re-roll your initiative, you could just re-roll.
Well, part of it is I want them to be able to build up initiative in order to get more actions. So I don't think I want to go that route.
Well, that's what I was saying, where it's modal, where you have two options. One is a quick action where you get like +10 to your initiative, and the other is letting you like re-roll.
Oh yeah, we can do that then. Yeah, make that note. So it's going to cost us.
Sorry, yeah, I put the note. Quick action increased by 10, standard action reroll initiative. That's what you guys said?
Yep. That's going to be the two modals. Basically, when I say modal, I mean something like how the movement maneuver has like the sprint one, and it's a different action cost and has a different effect.
Hmm.
Where there's two modes that you can choose when you do it. Technically speaking, I guess, it's like it also lets you have the interaction of nuking for additional bonus action stuff or reaction stuff, and then re-rolling. But you don't gain a standard action out of it, so you're basically converting a standard action slot into lesser action slots for later. Which I think is a bit of a neat interaction there.
Okay. So the proposal is if you spend with this maneuver, if you spend a quick action, you do +10 to your initiative standing. If you use a standard action, you can do, I would say, +10 to initiative standing, or re-roll your initiative standing.
Yeah, all right.
Just giving more options,
Yeah. Also, Varian, we do have a feat for basically shedding your hit stun already.
Yeah.
So we have a feat for that. It specifically uses a reaction, so it would pair well for this if you purchase like an additional reaction in preparation.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because doesn't Hazel basically go away once it's your turn? So if you wanted to have something to get rid of it, a reaction would be the thing to go.
Yep, which is already in the system, and you have that in the feats.
Oh.
Just for reference, it is called Defense Refresh, which requires resilient defense. You may use a reaction to restore your evasion or integrity from hit stun. This may only be used once per turn.
Okay. Now for the flip side of this. What do we want for... So, do we want it to be a maneuver for them to spend their initiative standing? Or do we want to maybe have it be a... we could possibly have it be one of the primeval features or just a basic feat?
I guess here's a good question for this. Do you think it'll have enough content to make it a feature?
I could see multiple different things we could do with this. Like, you could spend it to basically kind of like a legendary action. So you could spend it to just get a quick action anywhere in the combat tracker. So,
All right.
like right before the boss goes, you can spend your initiative standing to get a free quick action to just do a quick poke at him. And that would be something that could go under the primeval feature. By default, I would probably have it be where they can spend so much initiative standing in order to give themselves an extra quick action or reaction. But then, of course, we can expand it with the primeval feature with things like you can spend initiative standing to at any time to get it instead of like on your turn or such.
All right, so it definitely would have potential then. I think for now we should do the same thing that we were doing with other things and go, we have enough for like 2 or 3 good feats, and then so right now we could just make it a feat chain thing, which could be easily converted into primeval features later when we have that more fleshed out. But we could definitely, I think, keep it a planned thing where it's a feature.
Sounds good. Go ahead and note that down, Raharu.
Say it one more time.
All right, basically, keep it as feat for now. Consider future feature. It's going to be a feat chain for right now, and we're going to consider making it a primeval feature later.
And what was the topic?
The utilizing initiative for additional quick and reactions.
Yes, yes.
He's so cute as a secretary.
He is a very good secretary.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think we are going to have to get him a secretary talkie icon.
It would be very cute.
Alright, so that can be removed here. Next item of discussion. Do we want to do away with bonus XP and then instead increase XP per session? I still like the idea of bonus XP.
Yeah, I definitely like
However,
the bonus XP. Yeah.
The problem we've been running into is Enja doesn't give it out. Kerr doesn't give it out. I don't know yet if Zerda is going to be giving it out. I know I've been giving it out.
I'm planning on giving it out a lot more. It's that it's basically just because, like, you know, Starlight moving over, people didn't know what the hell they wanted to do with their characters. Now that I've actually heard people going like, oh hey, I want to get more of this, I want to get more of that, I'm about to start like bumping out a lot of XP for you guys.
Also, I think the problem with Digi is less him giving it out and more that unfortunately our party isn't really accomplishing many story beats, so he doesn't have a reason to give it out that often.
Yeah, I will say we are still rookie rank, and I feel like he probably made ranking up quests.
Yeah, I think we'll keep bonus XP. Because, yeah, that is a fair point. Like, there are times where groups just don't do anything in a session.
Yeah.
And we should not. And I feel like if we got rid of bonus XP to increase XP per section, that would be rewarding them doing nothing for the
We
session.
don't want. We
And
don't.
like, okay,
I was just gonna say we don't want to encourage faffing about. At least not too much.
and like again, if a storyteller really doesn't want to interact with it, they could just go, "Hey guys, just double XP gain per session." They can just do that if they really don't want to deal with it. So I think it's
yeah.
fine having the bonus XP as the standard.
Raharu, make a note for the storyteller bonus XP that storytellers can just choose to increase XP per session if they prefer. That way I, have that noted so I can go add that into the storyteller manuscript later.
Noted.
Go over weapon feats.
We kind of did that. That was supposed to be like the weapon proficiency feat.
Yeah.
So we
Though-
kind of did that.
I don't think we actually finished.
Yeah, so the thing is that we were just gonna make the feats basically give the benefits of the weapon type. Like actually gain the benefits of it, and we were making sure that the rules for the weapon type were feat worthy. Because remember before it was just going to be otherwise you trying to utilize a weapon will be treated as improvised if you do not have the correct thing. It's not tiered. Instead, it's just like you could just purchase medium, and you wouldn't be proficient with heavy or light, but you would have medium.
Yeah. But we were adding some extra stuff to each of them. We went over what you'd get with light weapons as well as medium, but we never actually discussed heavy.
Yeah, the heavy thing I was considering. So first of all, I know we've gone back and forth on this a lot in terms of like what it like this. Full actions currently, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna go double check anyway, but they do in fact take up your quick action, right?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, let me double check. Actions. Full action will use up both your standard actions as well as your quick action for the turn. So it does currently eat it
Okay.
up, yes.
Okay. Oh, hey,
So-
Era. We're just doing some dev work. We were going through the to-do list, which has been drastically cut down.
Yep.
So I guess for what we could do for heavy, Okay, first off, do we want to keep full actions as using the quick action as well?
All right. So we're constantly going back and forth on that. So I'm going to double check right now what uses full actions. So obviously, first off, charge is a full action. That's a rather obvious one. Sprint is a full action. Having a full action version of a move is full action. And I believe that is it. Yes, that is in fact it. That is the list of full actions that we currently have. Now, the other thing I'm going to check is...
Also, while you're checking that, Era, you're fine. I knew you were running one of your games. This was simply the previous game got canceled, and so I figured might as well do some dev work.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Kirk got sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that idea, Era. We could make a feat where if you have it, then full actions no longer use up your quick action.
Yep.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Also, Gibgab. So the thing about the, like, for example, like full action moves, it also doubles the power cap that you have on that move. And so basically, full actions are sort of an all-in integrity buster. Like, if you're doing a full action attack, you are very likely to get past their integrity.
They are
So
meant.
they are very all in though.
Yeah, they are meant to be all ins.
Yeah. So
Basically,
it doubles, yeah.
to put it into another way, full actions are our version of things like Hyper Beam or Solar Beam from Pokemon, where we didn't exactly want, okay, this turn you use Hyper Beam, next turn, guess what? You're sitting there doing nothing. So
Makes
instead,
sense.
we're like, okay, full action. You're going all in on this attack. That is where, you got the one action for the charge up or cooldown, and then the other action is your full attack, is kind of the concept behind it.
Yep. But yeah, that's mostly what it's really good for. If you're doing a full action, you get hella like move XP and power that you can spend on that move. Like, for example, Lickvein right now has a move called Coup de Grace that currently has 16 added power to it as a full action.
Indeed.
So yeah, no, against things that are supposed to be on our level, which is like stuff that has like 5 integrity, I think he's going to hit really hard if he uses it.
Indeed.
I don't know. You could roll like 18 ones.
That is true. I have rolled just under the amount of dice that is a part of the power of that attack, which actually I forgot to double check. That's probably a little bit outdated, actually. And I've rolled -2 successes on 22 dice before. It was painful.
That is the thing about the dice. Doesn't matter how few dice you have, it's always worth rolling, because even one die could turn into a lot of successes.
Yep. Or you
Carmelo-
can stack your dice and get nothing.
Indeed. Armello taught me that.
But okay, so for things costing a full action, obviously we have those. For things that take 2 standard actions in particular, but not full, is multi-attack and attacking with a heavy weapon.
Oh, attacking with a heavy weapon takes 2 actions?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not actually a full action.
It's not actually a full action. So, one benefit that having proficiency with heavy weapons, because I feel like a heavy weapon, like improvised weapon attack, should be a full action, and you getting the proficiency for it makes it so it takes 2 standard instead of it being a full action.
The only problem there is, I do like Era's suggestion about a feat that allows you to keep your quick action even if you do a full action.
Yeah,
So-
no, like I totally get it. It's just that was my initial balance idea for the why
Oh.
you want to pick up the heavy weapon proficiency, and I was just explaining that. So that was my idea for the balancing act here. But if we're gonna make that just a standardly available feat, which I'm not saying I disagree with, I'm just saying we're gonna need to come up with something.
Yeah. Well, real quick, you good with that feat then?
I definitely think it's going to be a worthwhile feat.
I like
Alright.
it.
Make note of it, Raharu.
Because,
Yeah.
like, you know, you still have to spend all the XP and shit for, like, moves if you want to use that. And, like, investing in those moves could be expensive if you don't want to pay a bunch of negatives as well. Like, I'm gonna be real.
Indeed.
Also, what were you gonna say, Ren?
So I'm like I said, rewatching the Wild Traditions episode 3. Have anyone suggest we get a feat for rolling a 10 then a 1?
We did suggest that. I don't know if anything's actually came of it yet.
Ah, okay.
Rolling 10 instead of 1? What?
No, you rolled a 10, then a 1 right after that.
Oh,
The thing
Era
that I
made some
refer to as the
suggestions.
truest combo in the game.
Era made some suggestions for that. Just haven't gone through those. I was thinking of going, if we've got some extra time after this, going through some of the suggestions. But
okay, I get it now.
yeah, just make that note about the feat for full actions no longer using your quick action.
It has been noted.
Alright. So what do we want to give heavy weapon proficiency?
You know what? This might be a dangerous suggestion. I understand that this might be a little bit dangerous. What if we make it so that way heavy weapons can't be parried, in terms of like accuracy?
I actually like that suggestion, and it makes a lot of sense. Like, freaking... well, I would say that they can be parried with another heavy weapon.
Yeah, can't be. Yeah. Or like attack that can't be parried by anything that would have like an action cost like less than it.
Yeah,
I don't know how to word it, but like that's what I'm thinking in terms of like the thing. So like if you have a full action move and you're using it to parry a heavy weapon, that's acceptable. But like if you have a little dinky light action parry thing, it is congratulations. You do not have the sufficient force to turn this blow.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense. I like that. That actually sounds like a very good thing for that weapon type specifically.
Yep. Which is why I said it's a little dangerous. But I definitely think it's the best option we have.
I like it, and that can be the bonus for getting that proficiency. Make that note, please, Raharu.
Noted.
Such a good
Can be
Sekiro
parried.
rat.
Thank you, Master. Yeah, can be parried unless it's by other heavy weapons or full action moves.
Okay, so that is the to-do list cleaned up.
Nice.
Woo!
This is why I said that even if I didn't have specific things to present, boy, did I have enough for us to actually go through. Because I looked at that to-do list earlier, and I was like, oh, hey, we haven't touched this and actually cleaned it up in a few, maybe this calendar year or so. Let's do that.
All right, so next up then, because we still got like 15 minutes, we can at least look through some of the suggestions. Gonna scroll up to the top here, because that's just where I kind of start things. From Raijin. Here's an idea for making those feats worth investing in. For example, blacksmithing. With the feat and proficiency, you can spend time to imbue up to X weapons, a la 5e Artificer, with type energies for extra bonuses.
Sorry, what day?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was
What day?
back in May.
Okay, so from literally like from the top of the channel. Got it.
Yeah, I've been deleting them as we go through them.
Okay.
Just to keep the channel clean and be like, okay, yeah, I went through this.
Makes sense.
I might start making another. I think I'll make another channel for. I'll do it later, but one where I just like take a screenshot and I'm put feedback on it, on whether we implemented it or not.
Not a bad idea.
You could try turning it into like there's like the forum capability that Discord has. So like instead of like a singular message, everyone's making a thread with their suggestion.
True.
It might be kind of clunky, but might be better.
I think I'd rather just make another channel. Threads are an option, but the thing is that I want to... Yeah, the threads cause clutter. And I want to keep this particular channel so I just can scroll up to the top of it. And go through it from the top down.
Fair.
So I've got some ideas regarding crafting. I don't know about feats for that necessarily. Yeah. I don't know about feats, but I do have thoughts regarding crafting. As for implementing things, it would be a matter of finding the right materials to do what you're suggesting there. Like, I am thinking of items that are, you know, gems and such that you can socket into weapons for giving them different types. Physically, it's a gem, but mechanically, it would be a trait that you just purchase. But thank you for the suggestion anyways, Rai. Next one here from Key. Insert generic feat idea about natural armor, physical and mental enhancements in niche situations. Feats that enhance natural armor or its recovery/repair. Already have that now.
Do we have one that enhances its recovery and repair? Because I don't think we do currently.
We do not, but that is something that I was thinking about for the Primeval feature.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just more wanted to bring it up because obviously I have a character that has it now, and I'm just like, I mean, it's really useful. Don't get me wrong. Like, I fucking love what it does. It just also, kind of sad where it just will always recover at 1 HP per full risk currently.
Let me go ahead and make that channel real quick. Alright, go ahead and pin that. And then back in here. Alright, so we can remove key suggestion there. Next up, Pakesh. Invoke Miracle. Oh, hi, Era.
Also, hi.
Hey, Era.
Hello.
Invoke Miracle. Okay, appease the GM for whatever deity is in game for a favor. Note payment is always expensive. Be careful. What do you guys think about that one? I'm not sure if I want to put in stuff for religion. I think that would just be a table-based thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know about it being a feat anyway, because I think if you're making like that kind of a deal with your storyteller, I feel like you shouldn't need a feat in order to try and make like that kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds more like a flavor thing rather than an actual mechanic.
Yeah, I don't know about actually codifying it as a mechanic. It is definitely something that I do and have done in the past. It's just also you know.
Also, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I should have been using my Elba talkie this entire time.
But you are my Sakura rat. So you should use Rat Talkie.
Fair. This is the one that I have at the ready.
That works for now.
Yes, the main character. I invoked the gods of a tabletop game once by buying the GM a pizza when he was really hungry.
Oh, dang. Bless you.
Next up, Pakesh, move faster / run like hell. Yes, you can move faster than base rate for X action or turns or for just that combat. We've already got that with the sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he means move even further than that.
An upgraded sprint. I think he's mimicking the run feat in your Pathfinder, which allows you to move 5 times your speed for a turn.
Well, like, we could also just make that its own feat where, like, we just upgrade sprint to be 5 times. Which actually,
Yeah.
that was actually one of the things we decided should be a feat, like, a while ago, where we said that, like, you know, you could upgrade the multiplier up to 5.
That sounds like a good idea.
Which never actually got added in, but that was a feat that was desired a while ago.
We should get that in then.
Make note of that for Haru. I'll add that in this next update.
Okay.
X loyalty or loyalty to X, a faction or individual based feat that confers bonuses when working with or for a particular individual or faction, but imposes penalties when you act against these factors, even if you are forced to. That would fall under the story feat rules, which would be per table.
Yeah. And also, like, you know, just out of caution, there could very easily be a way to, like, word or decide things so that way you would always get that bonus. So, yeah, that should definitely be, like, a story-based one, because, for example, like, you know, in Data Anomaly Hunters, if someone picked up, like, a loyalty to the DAH feat, like, Most of the time we're gonna be doing work for the DAH. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good ideas, just not for general use.
Yeah, yeah.
Save those for when you write a setting doc.
True.
Yeah.
Because I know Key.
Yeah.
He's as bad as me, okay?
Alright, next up we've got Pakesh. Determine weakness. Can have 3 ranks, just some critters have harder or more obscure faults, need better skill to find and know how to exploit.
That's like the study thing from Pathfinder then.
Yeah, so an easy way to make this work with our system is, like, let's say a feat that lets you use appraise on your opponents when combat starts for free.
To gain a bonus on accuracy against them for the rest of the combat.
Yeah, like, something like that.
I like that suggestion.
Yeah.
It looks like his suggestion is a prereq of 3 dots and something, so it'd have to be a prereq of 3 dots and appraise.
Well, we can come up with that, but yeah, I think 3 dots in appraisal or survival, I think we'll allow them to use one of those for this.
What should the bonus to accuracy be? Standard 1 or standard 2?
I'm thinking lower difficulty.
Lower difficulty instead?
That's what I'm
what if
thinking.
what if
that
it
could
gives
be
you the
very
benefits?
powerful.
Basically, what if it makes it so that way... what if it effectively just gives you the benefits of aim against them for, like... Maybe, I don't know if you want it to be the entire time or, like, for an attack of your choosing in that combat.
I would say if they're spending, like, we can have it where they spend a standard action for this. And I would be okay with it being the benefits of aim against that target for the remainder of the scene.
Alright.
Okay.
Because this one is they're spending an action for it, and they also spend extra XP for it. And it is only for one target.
True. I guess the big benefit of having it this way as well is the enemy can't shake this off either.
Exactly. Well, they can't shake off aim either, but yeah. Also, guys, I know right now there's not much going on the screen aside from, the ducks and Raiden's amazing art.
Apparently a 6-pack currently.
But we're working on the Discord right now. So yeah, Raharu, note down feat for spending a standard action to use appraisal or survival in order to receive benefits of aim against one specific target for the scene. And I think just for the sake of balance, they would have to, that target would have to no longer be an enemy for them to switch which one they're using this on.
What was that last thing?
The target will would need to no longer be a threat to switch who it's targeting.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Alright, noted.
Alright, next up from Pikesh, red tape. Yes, anyone can deal with the system. You, however, know tricks to make it work better, aka bribes, blackmail, or beatings.
Seems like a specialty. For,
Yeah.
Deception or subterfuge or something.
Yeah.
That seems like a specialty.
Alright, so we got a Vari down there. We've got Ren in here, Era in here, Tal in here. We're just missing a Viv.
Viv.
I think I am going to go and mix some tea before games start.
Good idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hop down there and start making tea.
I want to go through this one real quick. From Pikesh, novel snacrifice? Noble snacrifice / ignoble snacrifice? Either lure the monster to attack you, or it loses a dice attack, whatever.
Huh?
I'm very confused, but I think it's supposed to be a taunt thing.
I think it is, and we've already got that as a feat for Mythic Affinity, basically. Or at least I think it was Mythic.
I know it's moved around. I know it was Mythic for a while.
Jace has it. Yes, it is mythic.
Actually, I think we made it generalized.
Yeah, I think we generalized it later.
well, Jace
Fight or
has it.
flee. Fight or flee, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah. I may want that for Kozra.
I am poking Viv, by the way.
Okay.
But yeah, I know it was in Mythic for a while, and then I know it got moved, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Back.
Are you guys doing like some guild stuff on balloons?
Yes, we are.
Alright.
Sky, I can't do anything about this.
Hey, Sky.
Secretary Rat Duck.
Anyways, I'm gonna go make my tea.
Go make your
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah,
Later,
we'll go and
have
wrap
fun.
up this recording and get swapped over.
I'll hop down as well.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, right, I forgot to update the credits. Kind of important to do that.
Indeed.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for this DevTales session, as well as the Art Martin stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, whether it is financial or just with your time. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, picking up packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or sending a treat through TreatStream. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Hey everyone.